Hello, and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, James Cutler. In 2014, I launched Quiz Coconut, and we've since hosted over 2,000 pub quiz nights. Each episode, I've picked 10 of our best questions so you can improve your general knowledge, boost your brain power, and learn some useful and useless facts. Answers will be revealed at the end of the episode, and there's one rule: don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Welcome back, quizzes, to another QuizPod episode, and this week it's another Trivia for Kids special. So this is the last one that we're going to be doing in our main podcast feed, but in the future we may well bring back a special Trivia for Kids podcast on its own. So please enjoy this episode and keep your eyes peeled for some exciting news in the future. So let's take it away, our Trivia for Kids episode for ages 5 to 105. 15 points over 10 questions. Grab the nearest adult and see if you can beat them. Here we go, question 1. Which is bigger, an alpaca or a llama? Number 2. What colour is Noddy's hat? Number 3. What do all of the angles in a triangle add up to? Remember, kids, you can always pause the pod if you need more time with any of them. Number 4 is a 3-point question about sports. You're going to hear some audio from 3 different sports being played. Just name the sports for a point each. Clip 1. The second clip. And the third clip. I would say that the second one's probably more of an event that's part of a bigger activity. Number 5. What is the chemical term for rust? Number 6 is another question about large animals. This is worth 3 points. I'd like you to name the largest type of these 3 animal species. For the first one, I'd just like you to name the largest type of bird. For the second one, the largest type of lizard. And for the third one, the largest type of shark. So once again, the largest bird, the largest lizard, and the largest shark. For number 7. What type of attraction can you only find in these 6 places? One of them is in California, one of them is in Florida, one of them is in France, one of them is in China, one of them is in Japan, and one of them is in Hong Kong. Number 8 is a 2-point question about colours. The colour magenta is exactly halfway between which 2 other colours on the colour spectrum? And before you say something beginning with P, I'm looking for a different answer. So magenta is halfway between which 2 colours? Don't say anything beginning with P. Question 9. Sport. As of the end of the 2024 Premier League season, who is the manager of Manchester City? And finally, number 10, something a little bit more tricky to work out. A pen and paper might be useful. The word shingle, which is S-H-I-N-G-L-E. There is only one other anagram in the English language of that word. So take the letters in shingle, jumble them up, and you get one other English word. What is it? I'm going to give you 15 seconds, and then I'm going to come back with the joke. Pause the pod if you need more time. Here comes the joke.
This is today's bad joke.
I went to the local pet shop to buy a spider. They wanted £50. I thought, well, with prices like that, I'll just get one off the web.
That was today's bad joke.
So quizzes, young and old, let's see how you do. 15 points available. Give yourself a pat on the back and one big tick for any of these that you get right. Number 1, which is bigger, an alpaca or a llama? So a llama can be almost double the size of an alpaca, about £200 to about £100. Alpacas are gentle and shy, whereas llamas can be a bit more aggressive, and alpacas have the soft, woolly coat that's sometimes used to make clothes. Number 2, what is the colour of Noddy's hat? It's blue. Number 3, all of the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Number 4, 3 points here. Those 3 activities were ice hockey for 1 point, diving for the 2nd point, and then squash for the 3rd point. Number 5, the chemical term for rust is iron oxide. Number 6, the largest animals there. So the largest bird is an ostrich, specifically a common ostrich. The largest lizard is a Komodo dragon, which are native to islands in Indonesia. And the largest shark is a whale shark. The largest one was confirmed as 19 metres. Wow. Number 7, I gave you 6 different locations. They are the locations of the Disney parks. Number 8, magenta is halfway between 2 specific colours. It's halfway between red and violet. 1 point for red, 1 point for violet. The reason that I didn't want you to say purple is purple is quite a vague colour. It actually really describes anything that's sort of between that sort of blue and red spectrum. So it's not a specific colour, whereas violet is. Number 9, who is the manager of Manchester City there? It's Pep Guardiola. And number 10, the only anagram of the word shingle in the English language is English. Well done for anyone who got that. Just like to say, over the last kids episodes we've been doing, I've absolutely loved hearing from parents who've written in who said that they've enjoyed doing these with their children, whether it's on the way to school or whatever, and that really makes it worthwhile. So it's not the end of the Trivia for Kids episodes. We're just going to keep them separate from our main general podcast that we're doing for those boring old adults. So next week we'll be back with a regular episode, and we will announce here any developments with a special kids podcast stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. All the best with all of your exams. Never give up hope on your studying. And if all else fails, just start a podcast. Bye. If you enjoyed today's quiz, why not book us for your next event? We host corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all over the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.